Juan, how long do you have?
14 months.
Juan.
Why?
I'm usually pretty gullible, but my face didn't even change.
I'm looking at this donkey in the background and hearing you tell me you got 14 months with a straight face, dude. 14 months. He's drawing something so serious. 14 months without hesitation. Welcome to season 4. No, let me start over.
Cut.
Yeah, let's start over. Welcome to season 2, episode 4 of Full Belly Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Bell. We have Juan Duarte, who is always here with us.
Yo.
And we've got 2 really exciting guests who I will introduce momentarily. Really good people. I'm excited to talk with them today and to have them share their stories. We decided that the rest of the season and all of our future seasons are going to be meaningful. Mm-hmm. There's going to be some sustenance.
From the leagues.
From the cesspools.
Yes.
Some meaning behind it. We're going to have 12 episodes for each season. 12 episodes for 12 steps. 12 episodes for 12 principles. And what we're going to do for the rest of season 2 is have each episode correspond to the principle behind the step. So step 4, obviously, the principle is courage. That's what we're going to talk about today. So we have 2 people on the show today that are going to display some courage, especially tomorrow when we get into some extracurriculars.
Curriculand.
Curriculange.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
XD. Karangalanji.
Karangli.
That is South American. That's Kentucky. That's where they say it in Kentucky. That's how they say extracurricular, extracondylange.
I love you. Yo, you remember when you snapped?
I'll do it again. The Invisalign make me do it. But we're gonna get into it. So we're kind of pressed for time. We're gonna jump out of order. We'll get back into the reason why we call this Full Belly Podcast and what makes us full here, and here. And we'll talk about some other things obviously today. But before we get into it, I want to introduce who we have. So we have Randy.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, Randy.
Well, thank you for having me. Finally. I finally made it.
You know,
I made it.
You know, I feel as though I'm in the presence of greatness.
Fact.
Wow.
I do.
Wow.
I do.
Wow. Ditto, dude.
I remember one of the first times I heard about you and I met you, nothing but great things, and you came to a party, a get-together.
I did. Yeah.
And you had a full tux.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Yeah. How that happened about was fucking bananas.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Yeah. Basically behind it, right? I knew this was going to be Juan's anniversary party. I knew you were helping, right? Mm-hmm. And at that time, my Facebook got messed up, so I wasn't on it. And I'm very technology
You got
lazy.
kicked off of Facebook for a while. It wasn't messed up.
No,
You got
it was messed up.
Facebook 100%.
No, as always, I got like, as always, I got like 4 or 5 emails. So I don't know how to get back to the shit, and I just get lazy and usually I have a chick do it for me. Okay, and I know it's a bad habit. I got to be more self-sufficient, but I wasn't getting on it. So the people who were there knew that I wasn't on it. So they convinced me, we're all chilling, that you're opening up a new restaurant.
Yeah.
It made sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Does it make sense?
It makes sense. You got Come on. You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. You can do
Just
that.
open in a Mexican spot in West
Oh, no, they
Toledo.
didn't say it was going to be a Mexican spot. They just stayed at this
said it
old
was
restaurant,
a restaurant.
right? And then they got me into it, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, well, what's the menu looking like? They're like, oh, he's going to go off the old menu. I go, why in the fuck would he open up a restaurant just copy someone's menu? No, he needs his own originality. So I started blueprinting this shit for you, dude. And they're like,
You started putting a menu together?
Yeah, I was starting to think. I go, no, man, he needs me. He needs me. This is going to fail.
great.
You need to have something different. Toledo's already seen that shit. They want to see something else different. So, now they got me emotionally involved in this. And they go, well, listen, dude, maybe he'll listen to you. Maybe you should go to him and talk about this. They're really trying to push this far, right?
Yeah.
And I'll admit I was scared to talk to you about it. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's his idea, whatever.
Well,
And
let the man do his thing.
Right. So I think this is a party going to be open at your opening business. And they said your request, right? And I couldn't check with him because I was hiding the secret, right? Your request was to wear formal, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to wear a tie. I'm not going to wear a tie. I'm wearing a bow tie because no one else is going to have that
Ain't nobody
as I do.
doing that.
I try to do everything that no one else
Stand
does.
out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. One of one.
Absolutely. And so my roommate, Russ, yeah, tattoo dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the party's coming up, right? And no one's told me shit. Right. And I started feeling this a little weird about it. I'm on my way to this party. And then Russ and I were on the way. He goes, yeah, location got changed to El Camino's. And I knew it was bullshit. I'm like, this is bullshit. And then he wanted me to calm down, because I'm like, I'm overdressed. And he goes, Randy, you look amazing. You look amazing. So that's how it happened. I showed up, I ran with it, and I'm the only one in there with nice slacks, a white shirt, and a crispy bow tie.
To the nines, dude.
But
Yes, to the
it
nines.
looked good. It looked good.
Bro, no,
Actually,
it looked amazing.
Yeah.
It
I
looked
was happy
way
with it.
better than good.
Yeah, I was
Nobody will
happy.
forget it.
I was happy with
I'll
it.
never forget it. It was amazing,
Yeah.
dude. That was
Yeah.
so good. That was one of the first memories I have of you.
Awesome.
And I'll never forget it.
Awesome.
But thank you for being on the show, man.
Thank
We're going to
you.
talk about a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff today. And then we have Staci.
Staci. Hey,
Hold on a minute. I got to do something real quick before we do what we were going to do. Staci. Where are you from, Staci?
Baltimore.
Talk to us. How the hell did you end up here?
Mike.
That's it.
Mike.
Guy named Mike.
A guy named Mike. An awesome guy named Mike.
Yeah. He's a good guy. What is this? Excuse me?
Stacy's mom is got.
I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
Mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Woo!
Stacy, can I come over?
Can I come over?
Yeah.
You know what? It doesn't bother me like it used to.
You know we had to do
It doesn't.
Yeah.
So it didn't work.
It kind of worked.
A little bit.
I got smacked once.
Does your mom have it going on?
I mean, yeah.
She does?
Yeah.
You know, I had to ask you. No disrespect to Mama Stacy.
Mama stays.
Mama Stacy.
She'll be happy I said
Mama
yes.
Stacy, Mama. Good. Yeah. Stacy, thank you for coming. I cannot wait to talk
Thank
to you.
you.
But we've waited long enough, and we have to get right into it. We've got business to achieve, and we're going to do a call because we can do that on our show.
Uh-oh.
We're calling a guest.
I hear ringing.
Let me take the intro, please.
Juan.
Hello?
Hello, is this Ryan?
It is.
Hey, Ryan, this is Juan Duarte up in Toledo, Ohio, calling about Stacy.
Hello, Juan Duarte. How are you this evening?
Good, man. I'm so sorry we're a few minutes late. We've been pressing time up here. But me and Ryan talked earlier, and
Hi, Ray.
yep, there she is.
Hey.
So for the listeners out there on the phone right now is Stacy's brother, Ryan. I called earlier to try to dig out some skeletons, possibly some embarrassing moments, and just to have a conversation with Ryan. He's been great. So
I love
thank
you, Ryan. Don't forget that.
Please forget that, Ryan.
What's love got to do with it?
Great question. It's a great
Turner
question.
Teeny turn.
We dropped it.
The lady with the legs. You remember her legs, Ryan?
What's that?
You remember Tina Turner's legs?
To a big degree.
Yeah, she was famous for those legs. Mm-hmm. Well, I really would like to hear, if you got a second, you got a moment, you got something you've been stewing on, hopefully you have, a situation that that might have been vaguely, mildly, or highly embarrassing.
I can tell you that I did have some time to stew on that, and I have the luxury of also having her mother and father's phone numbers in my phone.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Oh yeah, baby.
No.
So, you know, if I don't have the best memory, I know that my details are correct because this has been confirmed.
Oh,
So-
great.
I had to pick an appropriate embarrassing moment, but I do remember one time as kids. I would say this was probably in the early 90s. Yeah, I'd say early to mid 90s. We were still kids, not teenagers yet at that point. And we went to go look at puppies.
No.
Oh, yes.
This is getting interesting.
Oh boy, I guess you know already. Okay.
No, I don't.
I know you, Mom, reminded you of this one.
Yes, Mom did remind me of this one. And, you know, at that point in time, again, I will remind you of the decade. This was the early to mid 90s. So we had those little kid starter cameras, and, you know, you loaded your film into it, and you'd wind it after each picture, and you'd charge the flash.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, you get like 24, 36 pictures to a roll max, and then you'd mail it off to Kodak, and a month later you'd get to see your pictures. So
That's amazing,
We go to
dude.
this-
That's so crazy. to
Giving
think
my
about.
age away. Thanks, Rye.
hey, I'm older. I feel you. But so Staci, you know, she took her camera and she is snapping away. She is the paparazzi at this puppy farm, just looking at dogs. She's getting every angle, every dog. I mean, she is just snap, whine, all day long. Couldn't be more proud of herself.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Long day. You know, we had a nice drive home. And the custom is at that point, we got to wind the film back up so that we don't expose anything. And then we take the film out of the camera and we send it off. So Staci winds her film up and she pops her cover open and there's no film in the camera.
So don't. Wah, 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 wah.
I feel like she's still doing those same things today.
Could be currently happening.
That was the point of the story, is that this seems to be a theme. and it's something her grandfather was guilty of as well. Had
Yep.
the same experience with him.
I was
So
passed
it
down.
seems to be genetic. Seems to be genetic.
Oh, dude, I love it. And you know, for you also, thank you for sharing that embarrassing moment. I'm going to get you a camera. I'm not going to put anything in it. I'm going to act like I did. And,
I don't think they make those anymore.
we'll find one. But also, you know, if you know, what do you feel like is one of Staci's most endearing qualities?
I would say one of her most endearing qualities is probably her tenacity.
Tenacious.
Tenacious.
Which we know can, you know, it can have a negative side to it, but the tenacity, when it comes to the good, she does not let up, and she really does care. And when something means something to her, the tenacity is there for it. So that's definitely a quality that I admire.
It's a great quality to have.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks,
It's a
Rye.
great quality to have.
Yeah, Staci
Man, you got her looking really, really emotional over here right now,
I'm
right?
not going to cry.
and her feels.
Yeah, you get target locked, and that is a good thing when you are focused on the good things, and that is something that I have always admired.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Rye.
Absolutely.
Thank you, big bro.
Yeah, Ryan.
Well, Ryan, dude, we appreciate you so much for letting us call in really, really briefly and to check in with you and everything else. We think it's really important to try to create and facilitate creative ways to connect, man, and just reintegrate. And Staci's doing really, really well right now, and she's tenacious as ever and also fleety as ever. But, we'll let
So
you get
glad
back.
to hear that.
Yeah, we'll let you get back to your family, your evening, and thank you very much, man.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Thanks, guys.
Yep,
Reach
thank
out
you,
anytime.
Ryan.
Thanks,
Love
Ryan.
you. Proud of you.
Love
Have a
you.
great
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, guys. Good night.
Night.
That was awesome. That was
Tenacious.
awesome.
That's
That was
really
cool.
nice of him to say about you.
And really nice not to give too bad of a story.
Yeah, you were nervous, huh?
I was.
Were you sweating?
A little bit.
You told me the story earlier, what you thought it was going to be.
Do you want to tell
She's
us?
bad. My
Do you want to tell us?
gosh.
I would love to.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
So he's older. There's that. And we had German Shepherds my whole life. So their cages are pretty big. The first time that he tricked me to go in the dog cage and then locked it, Okay, that happened. But how he got me to keep doing it,
Again.
I don't know. I got locked in the dog cage on a regular.
Sounds like he's tenacious. Sounds like that's just a family
And he would
thing.
just hold the lock and he would just laugh at me and I would be in the dog cage.
Nothing you can do. He's just
like,
holding
"Oh,
the
no,
lock
not
from the
again."
outside. Can you imagine, dude? Just from the outside holding the lock and laughing. It's like nothing.
He did.
nothing that
He
they
did.
would do.
Wonder why she's tenacious. He was chewing on the bars of a dog cage.
Like, were you thinking like, shit, I fell for it again?
I mean,
it happened
yeah,
again.
but it was
Like-
on a regular that I fell for it. I don't know how he's just very convincing.
Oh my God, that is too good.
Well, I'm surprised because I'm surprised that you couldn't get out being that you're so short. You know what I mean?
It was a dog cage that was.
But you're
Lo-
short
I mean, I fit in there perfectly.
because you love being called short.
Were you standing up straight inside the cage?
No. I probably would have stayed in there if I could stand up.
Like you would have
Stood there
liked
your whole
it.
life.
Walk the yard like you're in jail.
With her hands behind her back,
making circles.
casually
Yeah.
walking like Pablo Escobar from Narcos. Just like
It's good.
thinking,
Just plotting.
looking out the cage every once in a while.
While Ryan's
Plotting what I'm
listening
gonna do to
Stacy's
Ryan.
mom.
Yeah.
Ryan's just jamming Stacy's mom in the background.
It's his mom
He's like,
too.
wait, that's my mom. Wait a minute.
Okay,
I mean,
it's weird.
But,
Do you hate it when people call you short?
I don't hate it when people call me short. It's when they are surprised and they think I'm going to be surprised. Like, I don't know that I'm short. I've been short for a long time.
did you
Like,
know?
oh my God, you're so short. Really? When did that happen?
It's like
You know.
people making Juan jokes.
Must have shrunk over time.
Right. When I get old, I'm going to shrink and that's going to suck.
Yeah. Then you really will fit in the
Right.
cage.
Yeah.
That's too funny. So what do you want to talk about first, man? Actually, let me
Camille.
just Camille.
Camille.
Just Camille. How weird do you guys want to get?
oh, weird as we can.
You're asking Randy that.
I'm asking both
I
of
am.
you. How, like, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the weirdest.
He's going
how-
to say 10.
10. You?
Go for it.
It's not an
Balls to
answer.
the wall.
9.8, 7, 6.
8.324. Nothing higher.
Okay. Okay. I'll stay under 8.3 just to be safe.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Don't want to rock the boat.
Rock it.
Chill out.
We're going to do it. So, full belly. The whole purpose of this podcast is obviously that, you know, someone can watch it and learn from it. Whether that's a mom, a dad, a brother, sister, employer, friend, someone in recovery, someone still struggling, they can hear something that we say that helps them learn something for their loved one or for themselves. When we talk about the full belly, we're not talking about the actual stomach, just the stomach. We're talking about the person. We're talking about this belly, and this belly. What fills you up? And we want to try to integrate it with courage, obviously. That is our principle for the day. So obviously that has nothing. Well, no, we can spin that on the actual belly too.
I think so, for sure. It's gut alignment, intuition.
What's the weirdest thing you ever ate? Have you ever eaten anything that you just shouldn't? Well, let me rephrase that. Have you ever eaten anything that was just like, this is not food,
Yeah.
but I'm going to do it anyway because some.
Yeah, dog jerky. It looked just like beef jerky, and
you
I knew
know that it was dog jerky?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why did you eat it?
I just had to know. I had to know if
just
it
had
was
to
even if it was even similar.
Dude, it looks like beef jerky.
Yeah, I mean, it looked
It
just like
looks like beef
just
jerky.
How
like-
was it?
It was absolutely awful.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
done that.
Yeah.
I've done that too.
I mean,
Like, bro, did they just take beef jerky and put dog jerky on the label? Are they messing with us? Or
no.
is this-
It tasted like complete shit. Like,
It's 100%.
I mean, yeah,
It's
yeah.
But
literally
dogs love it.
dirt
Yeah,
in
it-
the form of a jerky stick with a little bit of salt sprinkled in.
I didn't even taste the damn salt, dude. It was just so, it was just so bland. It was just so bland. And you know, the only thing, it was like chewy. That was cool, I guess. And then but after it was in my mouth, you know, and I was
That
chewing
was
it up, I didn't
cool.
spit it out. You got to finish the meal. Like, you already gone that far. So to fulfill the, swallow that
You just
shit,
keep
bro.
chewing like,
swallow
is this
that
going to
shit.
get better?
Yo, I'm
Like-
feeling really
Yeah.
fucked up right now because it was 2 days ago that I ate a dog treat.
Oh, did you?
How was it?
You gotta know, bro. You got.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah,
I
you're
pulled
not
through a
gonna die.
drive-through at a pharmacy picking up the prescription.
Oh, my gosh.
And the pharmacist
Yeah.
was like, "Can I give your dog a treat?" And it was for Lucci. And I was like, "Yeah." And then didn't want anything to do with it. And I was like,
See,
It looks like a fucking cookie.
see you
right?
just like
I looked at it. I took a
Did
nibble.
you wait till you drove away? You drove away?
I drived away sounds much better. So let's run with
You
that.
drived away.
I didn't drive away. I drived still, and I was still there, and the pharmacist was in the back, and I was just like, let me take a little bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneaky roosy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it, dude. I'll do it again.
Did you
tomorrow.
finish it?
Yeah.
No, hell no. I didn't finish it. I was just curious, bro.
Randy
I mean-
finished his.
I did. Well, yeah. I mean, I took a bite out of it. I took a bite out of it too. It wasn't a nibble.
it was a good.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to know.
it was
I wanted
real
to
turkey.
know.
You were hungry. It was good jerky.
I wasn't hungry. I was.
Just curious.
I was under the influence.
Were you on drugs?
So that was a little under the influence.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just
At that time.
jinxed.
Yes. Huh?
We just jinxed. Said curious. Pinch, poke, yo me a Coke. Randy says things at the same time and he lip reads.
Didn't this time.
I don't know if you guys just seen what was happening, but Randy gets really excited sometimes.
I do.
When we're like super pumped up and jacked up together.
I mean,
talking
we're
about something,
broing out.
and we're
Yeah.
broing down.
Yeah.
And Randy will be excited, and I'll be talking, and you know how people sometimes like you'll say something, you'll be like, "Hey man," like me and Matt, "Dude, what are you gonna do?" And Randy's lipping what you're saying at the same time, but he's not lipping it. He's saying it. He's saying it. It's like right on top of it.
Yeah.
See, he's doing it right now. He's doing it right now.
How do you do that? How do you?
I don't know. I don't know. I just
Now
kind of
he's gonna
feel
be
what's going to be
self-conscious
said
about it.
Are
It's
you
like
in
I
his
guess
brain?
having so many good bro talks, you kind of know.
You kind of know.
You kind of know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I'm just
I
vibing. I'm just
love
vibing.
you.
I'm on that vibe.
Man,
You're my
friend, dude.
That was fire.
They practiced
I
that.
got, oh my God.
We just saying, bro, don't get me locked in with this man.
That dude could have been so many things.
Ooh.
You're my friend was obviously, but
Yeah, dude. That was fine.
you're my friend,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
good.
It's good
What
stuff.
about you? What is your favorite? We don't need to talk about weird shit. What's
Okay,
your
good.
favorite food? What's your favorite food? If you had to, whether it's a Baltimore thing or a Toledo thing, your favorite food, if you had one last meal, doesn't matter if it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, or dessert, if this was their last meal that you got to have, what would it be?
Okay,
Do you know?
crickets.
Because you guys are gonna be like, what? I love pizza.
What's wrong with
Pizza.
that?
But I love pizza
That's not, why, that's not.
because that's just like a boring last meal.
No.
Like I love some good pizza.
100%.
You're fucking
I have not had, but I haven't had good pizza here yet. Not like really good pizza.
Well, we can edit that out.
I
just kidding.
need.
I'm
Let's
just
go
kidding.
get good pizza.
I'm just kidding. There's a lot of different kinds of pizzas. There's a lot, and that's the cool
Yeah,
part about it. You
there's
know,
New
you
York
have your
style,
deep dish, your
Chicago,
New York, your
yeah.
Chicago style, your thin crust, your thick crust. You got so many kinds of pizza.
Yeah.
That's a large genre to like.
What's your favorite
I
style?
do enjoy pizza. I like a deep dish pizza,
Yeah.
or the thin crust. I can go either way. It's a mood situation.
Do you know where the first pizza was made ever in the world?
No.
I don't either. I was
Oh, okay.
curious.
I was gonna say Chicago just
I think
because.
it's Italy. I think it was Italy.
Oh,
I think
that's
it was
yeah, duh.
a margarita pizza.
No.
Oh, let's
it
go get
wasn't.
real pizza there.
Where was it?
It wasn't made in Italy. It was made in Middlesex in Europe, outside of England.
Yeah.
It was by some dude named yeah, dude, some dude named Draband. Sir Draband. He was
Drabenstein.
Drabenstein. He was
Yeah.
a fucking earl. He was an earl, and he just fucking made a pizza one day.
Yeah.
That sounds
And that's
like a
how it
great
went
story.
down. That's how it went down. He's the first one to fucking do it.
Fucking
Yeah.
Sir Drabenstein.
Sir Drabenstein, dude.
Dude.
Drabenstein.
Google it, dude.
Legendary.
I do have to let you know though. I did eat a dog treat too
You did.
with my mom.
I think
We
all-
tried them.
We've all,
You-
that's with your mom.
Yep.
Stacy's mom.
But
You got it going
Same
on.
time.
Jody.
Stacy's mom
Jody.
has got it going
Wait.
on.
Her name is Jody.
Was this in the dog cage? I mean, like, is that when
That would have been so good if my brother.
Forced to
It
eat
would
a
have been
dog
so good if my
treat?
brother was just putting the treats in while I was in the dog cage. But no, that didn't happen.
was
He made sure to lock me in there when my parents weren't around.
Sure.
No, my mom and I were like, let's try this milk bone.
I think a lot of people have tried a dog treat at some point. In their
Why?
life. I think so. Just curiosity. What are we feeding our dogs? We love our dogs. It's man's
Yeah.
best friend. We want to make sure that they're enjoying life. So what is this shit that we're giving
That
them?
they love.
And we
You
just
know?
do that kind of stuff, like people would like when you were a kid and you had a booger, you'd look at it like, man, well, maybe I should eat that.
Do you still do that one?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
I don't.
making
But
sure.
I'm just saying, Randy, on the other hand, eats his boogers.
I told you on the phone I didn't because Mom would slap the living shit out of me.
Really? If you ate a booger?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Randy,
Oh,
you
she
did in
didn't have-
Baltimore.
No, I did not. No, I did
saw
not.
you.
Why are you lying on the radio?
He's so serious about it.
No, I mean, if I did and it's the truth, say it, but you don't got to lie to kick it. You don't got to lie to kick it. What?
That's so good.
That boy pulled out 2005. You ain't got a lot of kick it.
Oh, dude. I got them all.
Man.
Now, you know that's not true.
No, it's not. It is
Yeah.
not true. For the record, it is not true.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It was in Italy. It was a margarita pizza.
Nice.
First one in the world. Anyways, Randy, how old are you?
I am 43.
That's young. You have a lot of age left. How long
Thank
have
you.
you been clean and sober?
Right now, I just had 10 months yesterday.
That is a fucking miracle.
Give us
Yeah.
an applause, please.
Yeah.
Fucking America,
Oh, that sounds nice. Thank you. Yeah, it's my third round. It's my third round getting sober. I had a 10-month run and just under another 11-month run. Mm-hmm. And this is my third time around, and it's just a hell of a lot better, man. Decided to get honest.
And your last.
Huh?
It's your last time.
Yeah, I got to do certain conditions to make it that way, though.
dude. You're doing them.
Yeah. If I don't continue to do those conditions, it's a wrap. I know that.
How much of that is the people that are around you think that helps?
Oh, tremendously, because like my first 2 rounds sober, I was in like a little 9-guy house out in Signet, Ohio.
Yeah.
Through Zeph. Mm-hmm. And when I decided to finally surrender again and go through detox here in Toledo, after getting my wits back together, man, I was really fogged up. And I made it over to a TR fire meeting. And that's when a little clarity kind of started hitting. I was sitting around with about 110, 120 people. Mm-hmm. And I'm like looking around, nervous to be around there, but the like whole energy and love and all that, I'm like, this is probably what I'm going to need. I'm going to need this. This doesn't feel fake. This seems authentic. Everyone's there for each other. It felt real. And
Man, dude.
And so I'm like, you know what? If that fails me, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But my heart, everything in my heart is like, you're not wrong. I wanted to be wrong. I wanted to think it was fake. I wanted to think I was going to be let down, and all that. But I knew as long as I stayed authentic, I would be accepted for who I am. I didn't do that the first time in recovery. I was afraid to listen to certain type of music if my roommate walked in. I was like, just wanted to like fit in as I grew up in my childhood, but I knew I was like, no, fuck that. Not this time. Not this time. I'm coming the way I like things, the way I like dress, the way I like to talk, the way I like to move. And if I'm not accepted, fuck them.
That's so
And then
important.
the people who will be there for me will accept me. Period.
That's so important.
Period.
That's so important early on too. It's so important to be, because if you're going to fake it, right? If you're going to fake it and be what they are,
Right.
you're not going to be happy.
Right.
You're faking.
You're
happiness.
people pleasing.
You're trying to be a different form of happy that you've never been before, based on what happiness looks like
Yeah.
to other people.
Yeah.
And if you can be yourself and find people that are going to accept you and love you for who you are and be happy the way that you want to be happy,
Yeah.
that really makes you happy, dude, it makes everything else so much easier
Yeah.
to go out and do.
Well, that's it, man. Like everything's so raw here. Everyone I've connected with, which is a huge part of my recovery. If I don't have my support group, man, that's just as big as, to me, honestly, as the principles that I got to follow.
Sure.
Because with them in it, because they're so raw. When I am moving wrongly or whatever, they call it out.
Yeah, 100%.
They call it out.
Accountability.
And, yeah,
That's what it's for.
they call it out. They get real about it, and then the humility, part of the humility, comes in where I'm going to listen to them.
100%.
You know, their logic's in it. Their feelings aren't in it. Mine are. They're going to have more logic. That's common sense.
Ooh.
Right? They're outside that box. I'm in that box like, fuck.
Right.
And then they're like, no, dude, it kind of looks like this, dude. I know you don't see it that way, but trust me. And I do. I trust them to the full.
Like if you're naked on a couch or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'd be like, Randy, what are you doing?
Oh, that was a fucked up night. I told Juan about
here we go.
Yeah,
Excuses.
Excuses. No, that was bad. That was bad.
You didn't mean to, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't
mean
no,
to take my clothes
I
off.
remember passing out drunk, and then I woke up in the morning. And it was my friend's girlfriend, and she's like trying to put a blanket on me. I'm like, "What's going on?" She goes, "You're naked, bro." and
What's going on? You're naked, bro.
Yeah. And I go, oh, "Fuck." I was weird, but I was like, "Look, all right." Like,
That's some real range.
yeah.
You were naked on a couch.
Yeah,
Passed
just
out
random.
drunk.
Yeah, in the house.
When was this? Like, how old were you?
Oh man, dude, I was just during my beer binging drinking days. Probably, I'd imagine I was like 25 or 26 years old when this happened.
So solid 18 to 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Couple decades.
Yeah.
And
Drinking and bombed out on a lot of acid, dude. I ate so much of that shit.
did you fall asleep face down or face up?
Oh, face up, dig up. Yeah.
Exposed to the world.
Shooter McGavin just hanging out.
Yeah. I mean, I was like passed out. Yeah. I didn't know. It wasn't like I did it on purpose. I don't know.
was
I
an
don't even know how the clothes
accident.
got off.
Of course not.
Like I have no idea.
How many
I was
things do you
blacked
do
out.
drunk on
I was,
purpose?
Yeah, I was blacked out.
Not many.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
who gets drunk and says, you know what? I'm going to do this dumbass shit on purpose.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah.
I love you so much. I just love you. I'm reading some things about you. I'm just reading some things about you that Juan put down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Juan, go ahead, man. take it away.
Yeah, dude. It's really dope. I've gotten, first of all, like, getting to know you has been such a blessing the whole way through. And everything that
Likewise.
you just said, man,
Likewise.
is like spot on and exactly how you live your life, man. Like, you are very authentic, and which is important in so many different ways of life, not, just somebody in recovery, but like pride for us. That's another thing. That's one of our main, what we call defects of character, and to say that, early on that you just wanted to live, and be yourself, dude, is huge. And that's what you do, man. And I love that. But you also, man, the accountability aspect, me and you have had some moments.
Oh, dude.
Where it's like, yo, stop.
Yeah.
Like, shh. And you're like, ooh. And you're like, thanks, bro. Like, you're like, you're hurting my feelings, but thank you.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. How am I going to learn if I don't?
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a wild ride, man. It's been a wild ride watching.
Yeah,
I guess, I wish that there was a point in time too, because like, you're so good with your friends too, man. You're such a good friend. You're a really
try.
amazing friend. And you're such a huge part of our community, and it's just amazing to watch. But, if I look back and I rewind, I wonder like, man, I wonder what it would have been like instead of that moment that you decided to get your nipples pierced.
Oh.
Like you didn't have anybody to say, hey man, that's not a good idea. You probably shouldn't stick these spikes through your nipples. And why did you do it?
Both of them? Both nipples?
No, it'd be better if it was one. Please say it was one.
No, it was one week, the other week.
You came back the next week to get the other one?
Because it was so fucking painful.
Did you have bars or hoops?
It was so painful you came back for more.
Bars.
Yeah, bars. Man, I'll be honest. I was sitting around and hearing these girls at a party and was hearing around like, yeah, this dude such and such got his nipples pierced. It's so fucking hot, and all that. And I'm like, yep. And then I was talking. I was talking to my friend Johnny, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to get mine done. I'm like, yeah,
Johnny.
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
Johnny would tell you to do some shit.
And
Johnny had his nipples pierced.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's about the only way right now. I mean, I'm talking. Frosted tips were in then, dude. Back in that time, dude, shit was hot.
Sun tattoos around the
shell
belly
necklaces,
button.
dirtbag Florida look. It was on.
Yeah.
And
Cargo pants with the pockets on the side.
Yeah, I still have a pair. But
yeah. I still got them. Didn't let go of that.
Yeah, nah, I love them. Anyways, get there, and I've had my ears pierced, I've had my eyebrow pierced before, and Like that. And I'm like, how bad can it be? How bad can it be? And she started going in, and it was like I'm just bucking down tears. I had some meds on me. And I'm like started meds. Yeah. Started eating them like crazy to try to block the pain, and anxiety as well. Didn't fucking work. It didn't fucking work
at all.
And then so I got that done, and then I got that done, and then I guess through addiction it sucks. I've taken them out and didn't care. As self-care, you lose that in addiction, and I don't think I'm gonna get them done again.
I feel like you were self-caring when you just let them close up, Doc.
yeah.
That was the self-care.
That was
the self-care.
Yeah.
I asked him. I asked Randy. I said, "Yo, like, why did you do it?" And he was like being super formal in the conversation on the phone earlier. and he told me, "I did it because I thought it would attract women into the bed."
Yeah. Yeah.
And did it?
That's because the girls, they were saying, they're like,
It worked?
They were at a party.
Oh, yeah.
And the girls were saying, "Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny's got his nipples pierced.
Right.
That's so hot."
You hear about Randy?
Randy got him
Well,
done.
I was on my like fine goth girl, trend there, and that helped.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know that donkey tattoos that are drawn with a unicorn with the sun, if you get a tattoo like that, that is the ultimate chick magnet.
Yep.
I don't know about that.
right on your lower back.
It sucks, dude. I was gonna get the
Right there.
I don't know where he is, and I am worried about him. But my dude, that tats, he said that he was gonna tattoo a bow tie here for free, and I'm like, run that shit.
Run
that shit, and he never met up with me. So I just got this one done, honor my friend that passed away. So
That's the only tattoo?
that's the only tattoo, and it was addicting. It was addicting. I loved it. It felt good, and I'm getting more. I already got ideas. Got a tree here, and then
You got a lot of landscape. It's good.
the ultimate's gonna
Fresh
be
start.
Yeah, ultimate's gonna be how 2 podcasts Thug Life. Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Love Life there with that peace sign there tie-dyed in right on his stomach. Yeah. It's gonna be
Love Life,
man.
Love Gang.
Thug Life.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Love gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love gang.
LOVE or LUV?
LOVE.
LIFE or LYFE?
No, LOVE. Love Life.
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 Life, Life.
Life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Normal
You
spelling.
could twist it up a little bit if
Yeah.
you wanted to get weird with it.
Could.
You can put love life.
Love Life.
Life.
I love life.
Love Life, dog.
Love life.
Love you, dog.
I love you. I like
DAWG.
yeah, dog.
Dog.
DAWG.
Randy Dog. I love you, man.
Love you too, brother.
I think we, and Staci, that's the other thing. It's really cool. We get to do a few things, but if you guys can, like the 3 of you for sure, like, can you guys do me a favor? Like, if you guys were fucking, say, eating 32 pieces of Bubblicious right now, just what would that sound like? Staci, is that bothering you?
Not at all. I can't even look at you.
One is Stacy. Called her Stacy. My bad. Hey, Stacy.
How's my face?
You look anxious. You look really upset. You look frustrated.
What's that about? I didn't know that about you.
It's important that you feel this because it's a part of the recovery process, though. That you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. So
This is a thing.
yeah,
I could call my mom and get that. She stays. Mom's call me when you're done eating. I just can't.
And how is things with your mom? Where are they at today?
They're okay. They're much better than they were last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to see her. Things were really good.
Yeah, you got to see her. So, and where are you from?
Baltimore.
You're from Baltimore. Came all the way up to Toledo, Ohio, because a good friend, the mysterious ways of the universe and the good Almighty, brought you here, and you've been trudging along, from day one, and you've been extremely, man, you've been so cool. You've been so good.
Thanks.
Like you've been extremely helpful and really, really comfortable sense of security as the residents and the people in our community. As you know, like we got a lot going on.
Yes, a lot.
And one of the things you always make sure to ask how I'm doing, to say hi, and anytime, like, can I help? And that's something I've noticed consistently with you. Like, you just are like, yeah, do you need anything? I appreciate that about you. And through the process, this over the 4th of July, you guys got to go home and see your family and people back in Baltimore, because that's where there was a 4th of July party. And how was that? What was that like?
It was great. I wasn't sure how it was going to go with my mom, but it was really good. She cried. She said she's so proud of me and I look good. And it was really good. So good to see my dad. I was so excited to see my dad. I haven't been back in over 5 months. And prior to that, I was on drugs, so that doesn't really count.
How long have you been clean?
Over 5 months.
Hell yeah.
Have you been clean before? Have your parents seen you clean before?
Yes. I was clean for about 4 years. And then I relapsed. I was clean I've had a lot of 4 years. That's been a thing. But yeah, I was clean. I was a stay-at-home mom with my kids. So, yeah. But I feel better in this 5 months than I did in those 4 years.
Why?
Because I'm actually taking suggestions. I'm actually working a program.
You didn't do that before?
No.
Never worked a program or
No.
anything?
I got pregnant, had a baby, and stayed at home and was clean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's awesome. It's a really good feeling. It's a really good feeling.
That is cool. Do you think it was good for you to get away from Baltimore?
I do. I absolutely do, because I probably would have left, to be honest. And when I was in residential, there was some times when I wanted to leave. And I'm watching people with their suitcases in the snow. And I'm like, where the fuck am I going to go?
Yeah, right.
I don't have a phone. I don't have money. I'm just going to wheel my suitcase through the snow in Toledo.
Yeah, happens.
So I stayed, and I'm glad. I'm really glad. I'm grateful.
The geographic change.
That one extra day sometimes.
Yeah.
When you think about it, in that moment, I'm just going to jet. I'm just going to say, whatever, screw it. I'm giving in because I've done it before. It ain't worth it. Just that one. Look what it can turn into.
Yeah, but it wasn't a jet because I wanted to get high. It was a jet because I didn't like being told what to do.
Right.
I do not like that. I'm not good with that.
But you know where that would have led you.
Yeah.
Of course.
Gotten high eventually.
Of course. You would have been in a situation where parents weren't going to take you back.
Right.
Nobody at home was going to take you back. So what are your options?
Yep.
You're going to go to a place that you probably shouldn't be at, or with people that you shouldn't be with.
Correct.
Happens every day.
Well, my plan was to come out here for 30 days. And then I was going to go back to where I was staying to continue to smoke crack.
Yeah.
That was my initial plan.
Clean up for a little bit and go back.
Right.
Then something happens.
So
Staci's
grateful.
plan has got it going on. She's staying for 30 days, but no longer. Bars.
No longer.
Yeah.
Longer.
Yeah.
I'm glad you stayed.
Thank you.
I'm
Me
glad you
too.
stayed too.
And so you're working a program. What do you mind me? Is the steps? You working the
Yes.
steps? And have you gone through your 4-step?
I'm working on the 4th step right now.
Okay.
Might have I'm not sure about the sponsor situation at the moment, so I might be needing a new one.
Okay.
I'm going to meetings. I'm sharing. Around good people.
Yeah.
TR's great. I fucking love it.
Oh.
It's great.
Amazing community.
What's the best thing? Tell me. I don't get to hear the feedback too often.
Okay.
So I want to hear
People.
What is it about TR that's so special?
The people, the energy. Just I came to a Friday night meeting and I loved it. And
It's the second time the Friday night meeting's been brought up.
yes, those Friday night meetings they're great.
You know who started the Friday night meeting?
I don't know either.
I don't.
I do.
Is it Juan?
Wow.
Your baby.
It was
Juan.
really dope,
Your
man.
baby.
Because it was in the middle of the winter, actually, like towards the tail end of the winter. And I remember Matt being like, "Yo, it's cold." And I'm like, "Yo, I'm telling you, like we need a bonfire. Like this is gonna be the thing."
It was literally the middle of winter.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
There's snow.
wait until the spring when it's like 50 degrees. We can do a fire. He's like, bro, it's 16 degrees out. We can do a fire, bro. We can, that's the point of the fire. It warms us up.
That's exactly what I said.
And this was like 3 months just happening. I'm like, you know what, dude, just do the fire.
Yeah.
Do the fire.
And it ended up being something way.
And look what it is now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
What do we got? Like 6 people to come to the first one or something?
yeah,
6?
8. There was 8.
8 people.
8 people, man. 8 people.
But it was good. I remember that. Dude, oh my God. I remember you sharing. It was like the second meeting. I think I came to the second one.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on that little grassy knoll right there at Douglas, where it wasn't the big spot. It was the small spot. And you were sharing, and there was a big light on the house behind it. So it was blinding me. But all I could see was your silhouette.
Ooh.
And I just heard like one of the deepest, most fire shares I've ever heard in my life.
Those
Like,
are all of his shares.
I know.
Yeah.
So when I say that it was the deepest, best one, just imagine how good it
Yeah.
was. Like everything that Juan says is always really, really deep and powerful. And
It is.
And everybody's like, all right, well, I guess the meeting's over. That's everything. We know what we need to know now. We can leave.
Yep.
It was one of the
Like
coolest things I felt like I was floating. I felt like I was in another body. Like it was truly an out-of-body thing because I couldn't see Juan. I could just see a body blocking the light, and the light was blinding me. But I could just hear like something coming from the heavens, from the cesspool.
So if you guys out there hear us saying things like the leagues and the cesspool, my dad did at Randy where he dressed up. He dressed up to come to a celebration for my 6 years. And my dad got up in front of like how many people? 60 people. 60 people.
In
And
the basement of a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, in the basement of a Mexican restaurant.
He stands up.
Full Chicano. He stood up and he was just talking about me, and affirming me. And he was like, "It's so good to see you. You rose from the league in the cesspool."
Oh, that's great. That's great.
My dad's super theatric.
Savage.
It was very theatric.
And
So fun.
But the Friday Night Fire, it's really dope because it's what you guys are saying, like the people, right? Just being around the people. And it was important because like, let's create like an organic space to like share, something organic just to share, you know what I mean? Just to be around each other. And when I first got over there, I'm like, man, we just need to find a common space for each other to like motivate each other, even for a day, just to connect, and to see what's happening and like how it's moving is so dope, man. It's so dope. But those Friday Night Fires, we hear that a lot, and it's like such a good way to meet people, experience fun, because it's like you're at a meeting and you're listening to music, people are singing, people are clowning. Like it's just really dope. And then you get into some really deep stuff a lot of times, really raw, authentic shares. It's cool.
The other thing about TR is going to do fun things sober.
Yeah.
That's huge.
More about it.
That's huge.
have to.
And at the last minute. That is the best because I'm a planner. So
Spur of the moment. Let's
told-
go.
Juan has gotten me out of that a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Let's just go now.
Go with it.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Go with the waves.
Yeah.
Let the waves take you where you're going to go. Floating.
What's meant to be.
Literally.
Yeah, dude.
Literally.
Juan's on that shit.
I love it.
Yeah, I'll be
I
getting
fucking
wild,
love it,
man.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what that is?
A new approach to an old problem.
2 times.
Hey, boy.
Man.
It's so good. But it is, seriously, the things that you hear in that, dude, I can't say that, like, man, I never was in a treatment center that was like, I can say, knew how to have fun.
No.
The people that I was in treatment centers with knew how to have fun. But sometimes we don't even know what that means. I can tell you what my version of fun is when I'm 72 hours clean.
Right.
But like, you're telling me to just go somewhere first. How do I do that? How do I get there? How do I go? Where can I go? What's a good place to go? What's not a good place to go? How do I balance that? Who's good to go with? Do we need somebody to be with us? Just so many questions. How do I pay for it?
Right.
Yep.
No, we're going to take care of all that.
Yes.
Just
Show up.
We're going to show you
Yes.
what that looks like based on our experience and share that so that you can do it, get to where we're at, and then do the same thing for somebody else.
Give it
That's
back.
what this is all about, man.
Straight up.
That's why you're on this right now. I don't want to talk with Juan. I don't want to We don't need to hear what we have to say anymore, dude.
We've already said it.
People need to hear the next person. That's what this, like, truly read this book on the wall. That's what this is all about. One addict talking to another. It's not about Matt's story, Juan's. It's about all of our stories, dude. And that's why I loved getting you guys on here. I love hearing that the meetings, the fire meetings, the fun, all those things. We put a lot of thought into that kind of stuff.
Truly.
That's important. Like, that's so important that those are things that stand out to you.
And I think one of the things too, like for you guys, maybe like share your experience on it, but like one of the things is like giving people enough space to be able to live and make choices, whether they're good or bad, right?
Yes.
Without getting high. Like say, okay, like especially at the level of care that you guys are at our 3-quarter housing. You know, like you guys can make some choices. You know, like and not all of them are going to be good, but to a lot, like be like, you know what, like you made that, now what? Because you got to figure out how to do it instead of demanding that you do it a certain way. Hey, stay sober. How do we improve? You know, how's that been, having that kind of lead?
You go ahead.
It's been very. It's been. You're welcome. It's been very important to be treated that way. That's what I was kind of hoping. I wasn't hoping 3-quarter house to be like that, because, like, I'll admit, when I first got there, I found out really quick with you, Juan. I'm like, Juan, what do I do? Oh shit. And you're like, follow your heart, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck's that mean? You know, but I started to learn, especially hearing you speak at the meetings too, it started to click with me that these hardships, being sober, are going to have to happen, because they're going to keep happening. That's life. And that's how I'm going to be able to gain perspective off of a mistake I made, which I have made many mistakes sober. Definitely.
And you've had it, you know, but you've had a sponsor, you know, you've been working a program, like, you know, and like seeing that, like those things, you know, those are, you know, we're going to run into life. Yeah.
But only with my sponsor though. I got other people who are sponsors, as yourself, as you're a sponsor too, to people. And I've talked to other guys too. That way I can get different perspective on stuff, man. I've learned a little bit. I mean, I've learned a lot from my sponsor, but I've learned a lot from others too, because I want different views. You know, you got a different scope on different things, man. It just makes it a lot easier just to be able to listen to see how other ways people look at it. How did they deal with their hardships? You know, what did they do to have to condition themselves to deal with this stuff, you know, because it's a reality, you know. And then next time, you know, the reward about it is the next time that similar mistake arises to me, I'm going to be able to slip that jab. I'm going to be able to, you know, I already got hit, so now I want to be able to slip that shit, right?
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Yeah, because I already got smacked once. You know, you don't forget that shit. You don't forget that shit, and you grow from it, and that's the reward. That's to me, that's the ultimate reward. And then if I see someone else in that shits, I'll be like, yeah, dude, you know, I'll rock it the way it was rocked to me. You know, follow your heart on it, you know, and then after, you know, if someone falls down, break it down with them. Yeah. This is what I had to do. This is what I had to look at to, you know, learn this stuff, dude. And this is what you're going to have to do, you know? And,
so many sponsors,
and just try to rise together, man. It's so fucking serious out there, dude. I mean, we were at that FAD meeting, and I know we were trying to get out there, and I was hearing about that college kid, right? You know, having a problem with bud, and after losing a couple friends, me and my coworker upstairs, we were talking about that, because he's closer to my age too, and it's like, man, it was weird, because I felt a little gratitude from when I was in my 20s, right, that I didn't have to face death as much as they are today because of how potency that shit is out there, right? Wow. Like the worst terms is like, yeah, I might do a weekend in jail. I might, on those conditions, have to do some treatment classes, right? And yeah, there was a chance to die, but now it's death. Like
that's it.
Like if I was a college kid, I wouldn't have the opportunities to experiment around with shit as they you know, I wouldn't have modern day. They don't have those opportunities, man. No, all that shit's getting spiked, man. And then you were talking like, you know, the occasional user, because I do define a drug problem with an addict. I'm an addict, straight up. I don't got a drug problem. I got a seriously thinking problem. And but now, the people with drug problems, the people who once in a while that come back after smoking a year, was your example, and then hitting line of coke, dead. could die, because that line of code could have something else, another element in there that is happening currently today, even with the weed too. And it's so scary. So I mean, I want to see everyone rise together, dude. I mean, that is just, it's so sad to see when, you know, unfortunate mishappenings come about that leading to death. Like just, it's horrible. It's so unneeded.
Happening more and more now too.
Yeah.
I've never had this much of a conversation with you. I'm enjoying it.
I'm too.
I really am enjoying it. I'm not even trying to be funny right now. I'm enjoying having a conversation and hearing your thoughts and your heart and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You could be a good salesman.
Here we go.
I think that you could sell
What could he sell?
a ketchup popsicle to a lady in white gloves.
A ketchup popsicle to a lady in white gloves. How would I do this? Okay, ma'am, we got this ketchup popsicle, and I see you got those white gloves. And the good thing is, when I sell you to this, they're going to stain your gloves. And the beautiful thing is, with this great ketchup that I'm going to give you, listen, Juan, why are you laughing, bro? Yeah, and the beautiful thing is, with this great ketchup I'm going to give you that's going to stain those white gloves, you're going to find a good way to clean them, dude. You're going to find the best product to go on top of that with that ketchup. And that's why, with this ketchup, for the one time only, I got these nice clean pods that I invented to clean those gloves. So how are you going to find out unless you get them nice and red with that ketchup? Oh my God. And then you're gonna dive right into that. You're gonna swim your hands.
What's the name of these pods?
What are the name of these pods? Yeah. Oh, they're called high pro pods, baby. They're called high pro pods.
High pro pods.
Yeah, high pro pods. Yeah.
Will you do me a favor? Look in the camera. Tell them where and how they can find high pro pods.
You can find those high pro pods, baby. Yeah, you can. by calling simply, just by dialing 419-807-7721. And that's right. In this limited time only, you are going to get a second batch of high pro pods for free when you buy that ketchup and them gloves. And you know what? I'll sell the old lady with it, dude. It is on.
Oh my God.
Was that suffice? You guys got me clowning, man.
I would buy them.
I need the pie.
I'm gonna fuck up all my clothes.
Oh my God, dude, let's get that ketchup. Let's get that ketchup, man.
What's the website?
The website is www.getyourselfsomeketchup.com. presented by Betty White, baby. She's an alien, I know it.
Just two W's, not three W's.
I'm just trying to flow with it. You guys are putting me on the spot. Improv, man. This wasn't scripted in my head.
Get yourself some ketchup.
This is off the top. This is off the top.
Does it work for more than just ketchup?
Get yourself some ketchup.
Does it work for more than just ketchup?
What do you mean? The Tide Pods? Yeah.
No, the high pro pods.
Yeah, the
High Pro Pods.
Yeah, let me give you an example. Like, if you have a stain on the floor, is it paying rent? Is that stain paying rent? Answer
No,
me.
is it?
No, then get it the fuck out. Yeah, that's right. Get them pods out there.
He said, "Answer me, answer me, damn it! Is it paying rent or not?"
Evict that shit. It's gotta go.
And you do it with high pro pods.
That's damn right, son.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Bow.
He said, "Bow, bow." Shout out Fivio, Bobby.
Randy, you're amazing.
You are truly one of a kind, Randy.
Yeah.
What else you got for Randy,
Dude?
or for Staci?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I felt like, we're super fortunate that we get to like enjoy all these things, but I also think it's really important to be conscious and intentional with what we conversate about too, in other ways, and how like we, statements, we're talking about courage. We're talking about courage today and what it's looked like, for us to be courageous, but also like what areas of your life, Staci, like what do you have in front of you? Like maybe one thing or a couple things. What's one thing in front of you that and you can feel like aligning your gut, full belly podcast, your gut, your heart, your head, and thinking about like, where do I need to be brave? What is something that you're facing that you got to like face down? Like courage doesn't happen without fear. First of all, otherwise it's just normal shit, so it's a part of that relationship. Like what's in front of you that's causing fear to unfold that you're like, yeah, I need to do something with this,
I fear myself. And I'm having the courage for the first time to actually figure out what's wrong with me? Why do I keep doing the things I'm doing? Why am I putting drugs in front of my kids, which they're the most important thing in the whole world? And I'm taking the time to do that. And that takes a lot, because sometimes I don't want to know about myself because it's scary.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
It's very heavy.
Kids.
Love them. They're the best.
You have 2 kids?
I have 2 kids.
Tell me about your kids.
I have a 6-year-old boy. His name is Nolan. And I have a 3-year-old girl. Her name is Raylan. And they are my pride and joy. Yeah.
Pretty names.
Thank you. Their middle, Nolan Jules. He was named after my grandfather. It was Jules. And Raylan Joy. My grandmother was Barbara Joy. So.
Jules and Joy.
Jules and Joy.
Yeah.
Man.
Damn. That sounds like a business name.
Coffee brewery.
Yeah, seriously.
Jules and Joy Coffee
Jules-
Brewery.
Fire.
Jules and Joy Juicery.
Man.
Juicery. So
Jules and Joy Diamonds.
they're currently in West Virginia.
Yeah,
Jewelry
dude. Yeah,
store,
Jules
right?
and
It's a
Joy.
jewelry
It's like
store,
literally a
right?
jewelry store.
Yeah.
That's
Jules
great.
and Joy.
Jules and Joy.
Man, that beats the fuck out of K.
Man.
It's the fuck out of K Jewelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm grateful that they're with their dad right now, who is taking very good care of them.
Good.
So
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah. You have to be.
Yeah.
I
don't want to be.
Yeah.
did have
Yeah.
I want to just
was
hate
very
all of it.
fortunate. Very fortunate.
Yeah.
Take that for granted. Yeah. But I did the same thing, and I was very fortunate to have my child's mother there for him
Yeah.
when I wasn't. And now I get to be there.
Yep.
I get to be there. I get to do all kinds of awesome things with him. You will too.
I will. I will.
I know you will.
Yeah. I do too.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, like some of the, I like to keep things simple as I can. I'm a very complicated, comprehensive human being that really can muddle things up. But the why do I do things? There's a lot of reasons why I do things, but the important thing is when it comes to me being somebody in recovery that struggles with an addiction, or has an addiction. I don't necessarily struggle so much anymore with it, but the component where I had to simply just acknowledge, first of all, the way I self-soothe and cope is drugs. And I don't need to have that I don't need to soothe because things are bad. That can also be because things are good. I just do it that way. So identifying first and foremost, I have this thing, and I think that's a really important part of the first step for me was just acknowledging that I have this malady inside of me, this mental, physical, spiritual malady, that's existing in me, and that I got to treat it. I think that we treat mental health, emotional, spiritual. There's a component where it's SUD, and we're talking about substance use, that's important, but we also got to treat just the fact that, hey, I have an addiction. I have an addiction. I have this thing in me, and if I don't acknowledge that that's inherently a part of me, that's just a part of me. It doesn't matter how much I identify my traumas from the past. If I don't fully believe that I have this thing in me that I respond differently to, and that I tend to go to when I don't do these things, if I'm not treating my addiction and I'm only treating my heart and my head and my history, then I'm not treating the problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so sometimes for me, it was early on, when I just was I'm treating everything other than my addiction. I was treating my mental, emotional, spiritual, malady. Malady's my sickness, but I wasn't treating the fact that I'm an alcoholic drug addict. And what does that mean? And that was a big part of that is my why. Right. I wanted to complicate it, but my why was I'm somebody who has an addiction to drugs and alcohol, and so when you said that, and that's a blessing of the program. And I suppose, as you're asking yourself, what's it look like moving forward bravely? I encourage to pursue that 4th step, because you're going to learn about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, I'm thankful. We were hard on each other.
Super hard.
Yeah. You ain't do your 4 step yet, bro?
Yeah.
Step it the fuck up.
For real. I'm not kidding. That's how it was.
Yeah.
It's vital.
Yeah.
It's vital. It gives you a whole blueprint after that of why you're ticking. And for me, that's what it did. It put everything plain out there. And the most important, I think, still to this day, after that conversation with going into the 5th, after having that 4th written out, my sponsor looked at me and he goes, okay, now we know what these fears, we know where they stem from. And he goes, and what excuse do you got now? What excuse you got now? He goes, because I promise you from my experience of fucking up before I got sober again, after working these 12 steps, he goes, you don't want to feel that burden. He goes, because I had no excuse. I didn't stick with my spiritual conditioning, and that's why I went back out. And there is no, there's nothing valid no more. That shit's out there. It's right in front of my face. So what voids do I need to fill from there? Right? And now it's time to, like, with a clear mind and keep working at it to face these fears, see what they mean. And there's a lot of stuff I got to do to condition that.
At the head of our therapy, experience, like hearing that, like for us, man, like, if I wanted to lose you as a friend, I needed to just keep not fucking working on a program.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we like to stay together for us, like the things that you guys enjoy, and you're like the community. Yeah. For us early on, like if we look at the people that we had around us, like the majority of them are all sober today.
Yeah. See, that's beautiful.
That's awesome.
That's insane.
That's beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
Like literally you take just any 10 of us, there was like 30 of us, but just any 10 of us. 9 are still sober. 9, like that doesn't happen. It's normally 1 is still sober. But it was because we did shit like that.
Yeah, and not all of us, like, we didn't all stay close, but that early part,
we all went different ways.
Right, but
we're still sober.
Yeah, but we're
Some
still
of us
sober.
went different ways.
Yeah, right.
That's beautiful.
But I mean, like, we really would, like, when we were doing things, it was like, yo, man, you want to be a part of this subcommittee? Right. Like, okay, man, like, you got a voice, but we're here to grow in our recovery and our sobriety. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And none of us knew what we were doing.
No clue.
How do I be a secretary? What do you mean? I don't know. Figure it out.
Right.
I'll show you how to do
politics.
Google
it.
It's hard.
Google it.
It's hard.
We'll figure it out. We'll try
that's
it.
awesome. I always hated my addiction. I hated it. I have resentments at my addiction. But one thing since coming out to Ohio is it's beautiful. You can be around people. You can say and just... I use puddle water to shoot dope. Like, so did I. Like, you don't have that anywhere else. You have people that have been through the same shit that aren't going to judge you. They're going to love you, and it's awesome.
Yeah, we got some.
Because you ask normal people, they don't have a group like that. Normal people don't have a group like we do.
We're really
amazing.
fortunate. Toledo's cool.
It's a family
because there's so many meetings. There really is. Like, and I think Toledo is actually very, very forward thinking in terms of recovery to where, like, some other communities won't even allow it to happen. Like the amount of treatment centers that are in Toledo for the amount of people that are in Toledo is high. I mean, extremely high. The amount of detox beds, there's a need for it. But still, some of the things that have been done with recovery housing and detoxes and, special use permits and whatever, not just with Team Recovery, but with all the agencies, you take that to any other, like, smaller town in Ohio and other states, they're going to shoot it down. Like, the city council won't let it happen. They don't want that in their city. We're very fortunate, and we're also very blessed geographically because AA was founded two hours away from here. Yeah. Like, there's like 400 something meetings a week.
Wow.
In the Toledo area.
507 right now.
507. That's incredible. That's so like wild. The excuses of, couldn't go to a meeting or whatever it is, like, it's not there. And we looked at it that way, early on for us, regardless of what we did or didn't know about life, how to be dads, how to, whatever. We didn't know how to do all that shit, but we knew that it was life or death. Yeah. That is one thing that we did
for sure.
And when you know that this is life or death, you have a chance, because if you really, really do view it as life or death, you will take it as seriously as you will take any suggestion. You will take that leap. You will conquer that fear. You will implement courage. You will do whatever you need to do if you view it as life or death.
And that I'm the same.
I'm not different than you. I'm not terminally unique. We are all the same. It is, and it's cool that we're talking about this kind of stuff.
Fire.
Courage, 4-step. And doing the very first time I ever did my 4-step was this time, almost 7 years ago. It was the only time I ever did a 4-step. I was afraid of it.
Yeah.
And I found out that everything on that list, when I met with my sponsor, we did our 5th step, all of that shit was fear.
Yeah.
Like they say in the big book, hundreds of forms of fear. And like he tied it back to like, it was, this is why we have to do it, because I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that I was a scared ass little boy. You know, like I never identified myself as somebody that was afraid of the world. And the way that he broke it down was different forms of fear, but it was all fear.
Yep.
So to figure that out and say, what the hell am I afraid of? How do I overcome that? Once you figure out what the problem is, you can come up with a solution.
Yes.
But if you can't work on the answer, if you don't know what the problem is.
Right.
And that's why we do these steps in this order. And I love that it breaks your ass down so that you can build yourself up.
Right.
And then when you go do 5, the way I did it with my sponsor and how I sponsor people today, we did 5, 6, and 7 right there.
Right there.
At Frisch's, at Big Boy.
Yep.
Took an hour and a half and we did 5, 6, and 7. And I was like, holy shit. So I just did 4, which I've never done ever in my life. And now I'm on 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. Like I'm 2/3 of the way done. This is great.
Yeah.
And that, you know, so the steps, I get really passionate talking
Me too,
about the
dude.
steps because I've heard people talk about it in a way where it's like, do the steps or you're gonna die, you know? And I agree with that. I do. I'm not saying it's the only way to get sober. I'm not saying that. But man, dude, if you live the steps, if you work the steps, if you understand that book, not just the big book, but the 12 and 12 too, like there's no way to deny them. And I wish that everybody would. It was me, man. For 10 years, I didn't want to read that shit. I didn't want to open it up. It was there at the very first treatment center I went to.
Right.
It was there at every meeting I went to. It was always there.
Yeah. And I think it's important too, because like we're extremely fortunate. We've caught a little bit of like pushback here and there because, you know, we attract and we promote, you know, which is outside of the traditions of the program we work, you know, to some degree. And you know, it's like, hey, you know, if you're saying that this works and then one day it doesn't work, like what message are you saying? Like why the traditions are there to protect the program and the community and everything, you know, but I think it's important to acknowledge how it works. You know, it says rarely have we seen a person fail who's thoroughly followed our path. And like rarely have I seen a person like, if you follow our path, you're going to find success in not picking up.
The path is the 12 steps.
That's the 12 steps,
That's the
right?
path.
And it's not that the 12 steps failed me. I failed the 12 steps because I discontinued being willing to thoroughly follow this path.
Yep.
You know,
And living it every day.
living it every day to the best of my ability based on the willingness I have in my heart to be brave enough to do it.
Did you know that when they first wrote the first edition of the big book, did you know?
Never.
It said never.
Yeah. Never.
Never.
Have we ever seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path? That's what it said. It said never have we heard a person
Why
fail.
they changed it rarely?
They changed it because skeptics would look at that and say, oh, well, I didn't stay clean last time, so this book's a piece. This book is all just a crock of shit.
Yeah.
So they changed it from never to rarely.
Yeah.
Right. As rarely and is like beware, because if you don't practice this through your heart and willingness, like you were saying in the principles, you could be part of that rarely stat pretty much. You might be one of the rarelies. Because
Exactly.
you didn't follow the conditions as this is.
If they're following it, then
Am I
it's going to
following,
work.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And if they're
100%.
truly
Right. Yeah.
living it, not
Right.
just, oh, I did it, I'm good.
Right.
No, but living it every day and continuing to do it every day and continuing to give back to other people and give back what was given to you. That
100%.
you're going to stay sober if you do it.
I've been able to go to some NA meetings too. Like I practice AA as my program, but I earlier on in previous attempts at recovery, I went to NA meetings and and I love the basic text. I love that literature, and I still remember a lot of things just from like the opening meeting greetings and things like that. But there's a saying in there that says it's only through understanding and application that this works. It's only through understanding and application that recovery works. Like you can't just hang out with people that are sober,
Right.
and stay sober. You can't just go to meetings and stay sober. You can't just say you worked the steps and stay sober or clean or whatever it is, however you want to identify. It's only, not partially, not 99% of the time, it is only through understanding and application. So we have to become students of this shit. Like we really have to understand, again, the problem. Not just, you know, just even, I remember like going back to like the sober house at Zeph when I had like 6 months clean, and I would go home and I was like, I don't want to fucking die. Everybody else is like out kicking it and on Facebook and doing this shit. I'm like Googling, why is addiction a disease? Right. Like, just how much can I learn about everything about, you know, and I learned a lot. I was able to learn a lot, and it all started to make sense.
Mm-hmm. And that spilled out, like that energy spilled out in our group. You know what I mean? Like, I carried my 4-step in the trunk of Tina's car with me in my backpack. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because like and first of all, we were really fortunate because we were able to do 12-step work from day one. Mm-hmm. You know, like we had an amazing platform and accessibility to help people and serve people. You know, we knew it was important and we loved to do it. But like, it wasn't, you guys got to experience it at home really recently. And for us, like, day one, like, I mean, shit, I was a week in and we're like running into wherever. We would go wherever to help somebody get into wherever. So, and like seeing death, seeing the reality of it, like, it wasn't a romantic notion of somebody over there that was passing away, that was close to somebody else. Like, we were talking to the family members that were grieving from the immediate loss
after
of their kid.
A week.
Literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got out of detox 16 days and I was like, these are my friends. I'm friends with them now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And started being around like I mean, within 30 days, dude, we were out there. You know, it took a little while because we had a process. We had a process too. Like, if you want to do this, you have to go to FAD, you have to go to a school speaking engagement or a speaking engagement. You have to do a lifeline or a 12-step call. Like, we had like a training process, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A vetting process.
We had a vetting process.
And the vetting process was to make sure that you were good on you first before you were even going to come try to help somebody else.
90 days before you could do that. Before you could do anything to work on yourself. Like, you had to like work a program.
I like that.
And we would talk about it. Hey, did you work your 4-step with who? Why? You know, we were pulling each other's inventory, which it says like not necessarily to do. We were holding each other accountable.
Right.
And we received a lot of grace too from each other.
Yeah.
You know, but it was also very, we knew, like, it wasn't because Matt wasn't telling me to work a 4-step after I got 3 females pregnant because he didn't like me, maybe, but more than likely it was like, yo, man, I don't want you to die. And you're showing that, like, yo, this could be bad.
You're kind of moving funny now.
And everybody at the table was like, yo, you're moving funny, bro. And I'm like, well, shit.
Hold you accountable.
Yeah. My pride and my
That's
fear.
uncomfortable shit to do. That's an uncomfortable thing.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's doing something wrong early in recovery. I shouldn't say everybody's doing something wrong, but 9 times out of 10, we don't completely know how to live right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So like, and I don't know about you, but I didn't know conflict resolution. I didn't know how to, I mean, we need to have a talk about that. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to do that. All I knew was calling you out on your shit. Get your shit together or else we're going to fucking fight. We're going to have a problem. You know? So like to address it in a different way with coming from a place of love and hoping to get to an answer. Yeah. Like through words and emotion and hug it out at the end. Like, what, dude? That's a whole new
growth.
And it created a fire in me because I was a douchebag. Like, I was a douchebag. You know what I mean?
Juan.
And like, yo, when I would like sit in there and we were like vetting each other out and I'm sitting on the couch and they're like, yeah, homie, it's just not that time. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? All right, I'm going to double the fuck down. You know, like, we have a behavioral contract that was pretty much made because of me. You know what I mean? And I was like, all right, fine.
So
double
crazy.
down, bro.
It's so crazy to think about how organized it was, dude.
Yeah.
For who was teaching us how to do that? It was all crazy. From the hip.
It was all from
developed a whole ass organization with like a week clean.
Yeah. And it's spilled in. It's still here, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
they still got that moving.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of wish it was. I mean, I liked how you guys got in the service right away because you immediately had to address humility immediately and kind of just go through that process before working on other things. So that breakdown for you, man, that's huge. But as you're saying that it works here today, that's pretty much when I got out of detox and got over there at Midwest. That's the people that I'm still friends with today that I gravitated with. Like, you know, yeah, we're watching some football, you know, on a Sunday or whatever. But no, we're at the same time, we're fucking serious about this, bro.
Right.
Like we would sit down with some serious talk. So what are we doing to condition? Okay, we're going to get this home group started here. We're going to help out here, you know, with what we can. And we're going to stick into this together. And we're going to, you know, but at the same time, you know, we had a group put together and knowing all you guys made it. Damn, dude. Like, cause like my group right now, like coming up through there, you know, as I'm meeting new friends, you know, that got over to TR, which is fire. But the original group, so many have gone, you know, their own different ways.
Yeah.
And now I just got like
Core group.
like pretty small, you know, and
that's okay.
But
One or
that's
two.
that
One or two,
that's okay because it's like, you know,
Man.
a lot of people see it, you know, like, no, we you know, I see you're having a little fun, man, but we're fucking serious. We're fucking serious, dude. We're gonna do
because you're serious, you get to have fun.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
because you are so serious with
Yeah.
everything, and you take care of business.
Yeah.
Now you get to have fun,
Like
every single day.
and it's funny the looks at least I get, you know, because I come out there as that fun guy. I come out there like I just like to have fun. I'm the sober fucking party boy, right? And and that's cool because I do like to do that. But you know, when I meet someone new, it's like, you know, they see me having fun, like, oh, you want to get together? And I want to work with my sponsee tonight, or I'm reading tonight, and it'll come and hit them out. They'll be like, what?
Or I
Like,
want sleep
what you just said?
because I have to
No.
get up for work.
Nah, dog. I wasn't
Grown ass shit.
Nah, dog. I wasn't fucking kidding. That's what's happening, man. Have a good time. You know what I mean? Like this, because like you were saying at the beginning, life or fucking death.
Yep.
Life or death. That's what it comes
It
down
makes
to.
those decisions real easy.
Yeah,
You know?
dude. It's like
It starts
So
to make a
much
lot of
analogy, man.
You just look at everything like
yeah.
You find out who wants to live and who's not there yet.
Stuck in a sea drowning. You're not gonna grab that preserver for real, dude.
Yep.
You're not. You're
gotta
just gonna
stay in there.
get
Staying there is the trick. Staying there is the trick because it's easy. You know, we're quick forgetters.
Yeah.
I was often.
It's easy to do when you get things back and things are going really good
Yep.
and all that. That was my fall. I mean, definitely the main fall. My last time of relapse and the last two times wasn't the honesty, was the foundation. That was my main fall, but also getting too comfortable. It's so tricky, that subtle foe, right? They talk about that subtle shit that just creeps up on you. It can come right around
Cunning, definitely.
man, it can come right around the corner, man. And
I think, you know,
Jesus,
for you
dude.
guys too, like recently, you know, we've had some situations and some things happen in our community, but you know, behaviors are so important, you know, like they're really the predictors and the suggestions of what's going to happen, you know, and, you know, it's easy to rest on our laurels, you know, it's easy to like just get complacent or just stop, right? And to think, yo, I'm sober and like I just can do this or do that, and not be able to associate the behaviors with the illness. You know, and recently, like with your guys' group of friends and your core group in particular in the community, like a lot of people have been doing really, really well, and then the behavior started getting wild, right? And then everybody's like, yo, I don't know about fucking with anybody anymore.
yeah, dude, that happened to me.
Yep.
It happened to me. I literally fucking moved to a different house. Just disconnect from the wild shit.
But you know, when
like,
some things were going
I-
down, I 2 Wednesdays ago, I believe 2 Wednesdays ago, when things were going down, I pushed myself and I went and did that H&I meeting at residential. I didn't feel like going. I was so angry, sad. You know, that's when we had lost our friend, and I pushed myself to go. And after that meeting, it felt, I can't even describe it. It felt good. I felt if I got through to one person there, you know, it was worth it. And for me, I have to stay busy. I have to stay out of my head. And that was what I needed to do. Come to work.
And I love that, you know,
Service.
Altruism, you know what I mean? Altruism, you know, in that moment, you know, going and doing something altruistically to help another alcoholic addict, you know, the course that you took there, you know, there's so many miracles and so much promise in that, you know. And earlier when we were talking in the meeting, it was like, yo, if you're not heeding the warnings, then you're not in alignment to receive the promise, you know, like, and for me, like in that moment, it's like, yo, this is my medicine, right? Like I don't like me serving from an altruistic plane, like the best I can, isn't a grandiose or romantic notion. It's a requirement. This is a requirement, you know, for me to stay well, like to not die, because it's life and death, you know, and but it's also a great blessing, and there's the promise in it, you know, and my illness is selfish and self-centered, you know, it'll stop me, you know, if I'm not brave and trying to tap into that courage, you know, to face that. But I love hearing that, like what actions you're taking, you know, and what you're taking, and to hear that, you know, where you went to where you started.
Yep.
Yeah.
You went to where you started.
It was very humbling, but it was amazing.
Yeah. Good for you,
Yeah,
homie.
it felt good.
it.
There was one of the techs there who just lost it. She, you know, and how people feel when they saw you in the beginning, when you looked like shit, you felt like shit. You know, it was just amazing how happy they were, because what they're doing is making a difference.
Yeah.
So it's a big chain, and it's incredible.
For me, it was a little bit different. I came in looking like a GQ model.
Polished up, huh?
Yeah, I came in looking super polished. You know, like my beard was trimmed really nice. I had really nice clothes on. Like I looked fresh.
Fresh as fuck. Straight out of Fresh Time on the shelves. I was so fresh.
Busted.
Oh my gosh, I'll never forget that.
Oh, no.
I wish you guys could know Juan back in the day. Wish you guys could see him. God, you were so different, dude. So different.
Really?
Well,
Do we have pictures?
No, I don't. God, don't do this to me.
Who can we call for Juan?
where do I find that? Where did I just see that?
We don't got time for it.
We're gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna take some time and make sure that I get it to Josh.
Yes.
And he's, yeah, I'm getting the thumbs up.
Look
from
at that
Josh
face.
right
That was the
now.
face I was making when he called Ryan.
Yeah. We're gonna get that on the screen.
Yo, it's really dope, dude. Matt and me, like, you know, obviously we're like, yo, like anybody can make it. Anybody can make it. But sometimes you see somebody, you're like, man, I don't know about that. He's down bad.
Yeah.
He's down bad.
Yeah.
He's down bad.
He's down bad, bro.
Yeah.
And everybody was kind of like, I was down bad. I remember I stood up the same way, same charisma, I think, like that I have today. Like, you know, I want help. I don't want to be this way. Shared, open-hearted share.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah, but you're really fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
And look at him now.
You're our special case.
Tore up.
Yeah.
Definitely get
Just
them
a
pictures.
scraggly beard.
Beard.
The hair. It wasn't even a beard. It was a beard.
Beard.
A bear. Yeah.
You know, I mean, he was high.
Yep.
He was high.
Yep.
So he's at a meeting, you know, and his mom's sitting next to him crying.
Oh.
Oh,
It was at Fed.
Yep.
And, you know, he gets up and he shares. I mean, this dude is sharing like Shakespeare, just spitting out the best shit. Just sounded so good. High as shit. Talking about how he's going to change his life because he doesn't want his mom to go through this stuff anymore and she doesn't deserve it. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, dude,
This guy.
Shut the fuck
this
up.
motherfucker, dude, he's trying to get $20 out of his mom's purse right now.
Yep.
By the time he gets home, you know? Like this dude, he ain't coming back.
But what's crazy, man, is like, yo, like nobody really knows what happens, like for real. You know what I mean? We got our experience, but I swear to you, I was sitting in that room that night, dog. And I had my head down and I was looking at the carpet tiles when all these family members were sharing, and I like broke down. Like I hadn't felt in a long time. And like I had this thing happen in me, like it's now. Like it's right now. Like right now is when it has to be.
I know that feeling.
You know what I mean? And I was looking down. I remember looking at my mom cry, and I was like, she's planning my death.
Yep.
She's going to die. She's like, she is thinking about me dying. And I remember looking down and watching her and me being like, that moment's right now for me. And there's not another chance. If I don't do it now, I don't have another chance to live past today. And that was real.
That was
for me.
it. Yeah.
It was as real as it got. Like I knew that if I leave here tonight and I don't ask for help and I don't have something going on, I'm going to die and my mom's going to bury me. There wasn't a question, you know? And, you know, and I remember feeling like I know how this is going to look because I smelled like blood and like shit because like the needles, like they were my jeans that had blood on them. My Air Forces had holes in them. Like my shirt, the shirt I had on had a hole right here from when I robbed a woman of her purse and she stabbed me in my chest. It was a polo. That was the only nice t-shirt I had was this polo that I got stabbed in from robbing somebody. You know what I mean?
Boy said, I'm going to dress up for this meeting.
Yeah, I did.
I'm
too.
wearing my polo.
Yeah.
Why did you wear your polo to rob a woman?
It just was what happened.
The only shirt he had.
It's just what happened, man.
No, but Juan, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. And that's when I got to my last moment. And when I called Mike up and I said, I'm ready.
It's time.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
And he said, if you back out of this one more time, Staci. And I said, no, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the first time Mike helped you?
He had been trying to help me for like 10 months.
Man.
And I wasn't. Mike, I'm going to go. Nah, I'm not going to go. Mike, I'm going to go. Went to the intake several times. Missed my flight a couple times. And then when I found out that my scholarship might not be an option, and I was like, oh shit, Staci, you royally fucked up.
Yeah.
What are you going to do now? And I called him and I said, Mike, is that still on the table? And he said, yes. And in my head, it was, I'm not going to take this opportunity from somebody else. So I'm only going to call him when I'm really, really, really ready. And it took me about a week and a half.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm ready. I can't do it anymore. I'm too fucking tired. I just can't do it anymore. And I don't want my family to bury me. I want to live.
Thank God for people that give second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh chances. For Mikey to be like, okay, 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 and that's Mikey's heart.
He saved my life. He did, and he won't take credit for it. He said you did the work, and I did.
You did,
but he gave me that opportunity.
Yeah, you did.
He gave me the opportunity to save my life. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for all of you too.
Oh man, this is great.
So someone out that's been where you guys are at 10 months ago, 5.5 months ago, 6 months ago, someone that's listening, or someone who's got a kid, maybe, or a loved one, a husband or wife, that's where you guys were at 10 months and 6 months ago. What do you say to them? What do you say to them? What's your best piece of advice?
My best piece of advice is if you're feeling demoralized, the two stories I heard from Juan and Staci, his clarity at the FAD and your clarity back in Baltimore before you finally took Mike's help, and the same clarity I came from, kudos to the people who go get help and stay clean off of maybe going to jail or those type of consequences. But there's nothing worse than demoralization. Like that's where I was. I didn't have any serious consequences, but my soul was aching. And if you are feeling that way, give yourself a chance. You are worth that life, even though you don't feel that way, because I didn't feel that way. And now we're talking courage. That is probably the most courageable step that I had to take when I finally called to get picked up from detox. My phone was about 6 feet away on my dresser to make that call, but it felt like I was crawling down a long ass hallway, slow motion, to grab that phone and finally do it. And it's because I wanted to die. I did not think I was worth to live, and it's the worst feeling. And if someone's feeling that way, get help. If you think that you might be on the way to feeling that way, get help and get ahead of it. If like any type of bad moment, man. And I pray for you guys. I pray for everybody. I'll do it tonight when I go to bed, for the sick and suffering in all levels of life. Just get at it. It's so beautiful, and it's so worth it, but it takes a lot of work to maintain it. After it's worth it and you hit that ground, as you were telling me the other night, the jump off point, right? Yeah, I've been looking into that. Because that's the next level you get after you work the 12 steps. And then it's fucking more work. And then it's going to be more work and then more work. But it's worth it. Yeah. It's worth it. And then, just get at it. Yeah.
How about you, Stace? Someone's listening.
What Randy said, but people do care. People care. You are worth it. I felt that I was going to be judged, that I was less than. I felt unworthy, less than. I didn't love myself. Get help, because help today is different than from the last time I got treatment. People truly care. Help is different. It is so different. I haven't felt this much love in a long time. I have a family now. I have my family, but I have a family.
Help is different. Damn.
Yeah.
It really is.
It is. It is. And people care. They're not going to judge. They're going to love you until you can love yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to get the drugs out of your system, and you'll probably learn to love yourself.
Yeah.
And you will learn to love yourself. And you'll say, damn, this was worth it. And yeah, it's work, but it's worth it. It is worth it. There's
100
kids, parents, family out there that love you, and they want you back. And you have another whole family waiting. This recovery community, I got chills.
Me too.
This recovery community is so incredible.
Yeah.
And I have people today that I can call on and that truly care. They don't want nothing from me. They just care and love me. And I care and love them back. And it's an amazing feeling. So it's worth it. Call. Get help.
Help is different.
Help is different.
Help is different. I have no doubt that when this gets published, you guys are going to put this out there, send it to your friends, whatever it is, social, or just sending it to family and stuff. Like, I know someone's going to watch this.
If it helps one person.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why we do that.
Yeah. One person, if it touches them.
I have goosebumps right now. That's really good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get in. We're gonna get into the
fun time?
the wrapping
The
up
fun
the
time?
wrapping up phase. We gotta help is different, and we're gonna have some fun.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna do. I'm trying to remember how we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the trivia. Okay, we're gonna do trivia.
Trivia.
And we're gonna play songs. Play a handful of songs, and if you guess. If you guess the name of the song or the artist, you get a point.
Got it.
You have to slap your
First person.
invisible
First person to hit.
First person to
Answers.
hit. Slap. Give the answer.
What if we sing it?
Can't sing it.
You got to
Okay,
tap.
fine.
You got to
Name of the
say
song?
the name of the song
Or artist.
the artist.
Yep.
Thanks, Randy.
If you do both, it's 2 points. If you do name and artist, it's 2. If you get it wrong,
baby.
if you get it wrong, if you get it wrong, you lose a point. All right.
Okay.
We'll play to 10.
Okay.
First person to 10, and the winner gets a gift card.
Yeah,
Starbucks, right?
No, well, I have a Starbucks gift card in the car. But what I'd like to do is, we work with Hot Room Toledo and our clients and residents and people there, and ourselves personally, we love it there. So whoever wins this, we're gonna get you guys a package with Hot Room Toledo. For you guys to go there,
Okay.
and,
Lose some sober weight.
and just feel good, man. Just feel
No,
good.
yoga's fire.
Soak up the
Yoga's
benefits.
fire.
I love yoga.
Soak up
Yeah.
the benefits of that hot room.
Yeah, and Matt goes there a lot. He got me hip to it, going out there. But it really, the yin yoga there, man, was God, dude.
Yin is something else.
Yoga's so important.
Yeah, it is.
Yin is
So
something else.
what I would like to do is whoever's a winner, we'll get you a package to go there, and I'd love to go there with you. You know
Sure.
what I mean, to
Absolutely.
explain it to yin, and I'll go too.
Be
And
fire.
because it was important for me. I needed Matt to be there too. It was really new to me, So having
That'd be nice.
knowing Matt was
That's
there
support.
was like really nice because he had some experience there too. And but yeah, man, that's what we'll
That's
do.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the loser, though.
And the loser.
Here we go.
Shout out Jim Carrey, dog.
Yeah.
So the loser, we're getting the the burrito challenge, right? So the burrito challenge where you fill your mouth up. That's what we're doing, correct? No, that's not. We're doing the hot dog.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
No, it's the. Never mind.
No, here's the challenge and the loser. So what we're gonna do is get foot-long hot dogs. Foot-long hot dogs. And if you guys haven't seen the videos, they're fucking hilarious. And what you got to do, the loser has to try to catch the foot-long hot dog in their mouth. And we're gonna do a slow-mo video of it, attach it here, and also put it on our links.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? So you're gonna be just catching
smacking
dogs.
you in the face. Dongs in the face.
Just catching dogs.
So I don't get to. We don't get to
Dogs.
smack each other
We're
with.
not going to do the smack because that is the challenge to find out who the loser would be. But right now we're figuring out who the loser would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Well,
dogs.
If we don't do that, I'm still smacking you in the face.
We can still do that. We can still bring some burritos and slap each other. Think about missing the dog. The dog goes to the ground and gets dirt all over it. And then you drop the rest of them too. And now you got to catch dogs
that are dirty.
with dirt all over them.
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's just hitting you in slow motion.
Yeah. And
Why I eat dog jerky? I'll be okay.
yeah, just.
He said I ate dog jerky.
And I feel like we can spice this up a little bit. How about we do this too? How about whoever the loser is also has to come to that dressed up in some form of costume?
What kind of costume we talking?
That's for you guys. That's for you guys.
I got
However
one.
that looks.
Any costume.
Any costume.
Are we doing it here?
Yeah, we'll do it here. Let's do it here.
Should I bring my 80s party costume if I lose? The one you made a
We'll set the
profile
time.
pic?
We'll set the time after this, but we'll do this
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay.
It won't take long.
Okay.
That'll be so much fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait to. Oh wait, there was something that we were gonna do if we lost or won or something.
Well, that was a different game. So we were going to do. There was the wing challenge that we were going to do, and if they made it through till the end,
No.
then we would.
No,
She wasn't for it.
no.
What?
We're doing one rock paper scissors right now. Me and you.
Yes.
And whoever wins gets to slap the other person with a tortilla
Yes.
5 times.
Yeah.
5 slaps, dude.
Rochambeau shoot.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
1,
1, 2.
5 slaps.
5 tortilla slaps. Damn. At the same time tomorrow.
All right, motherfucker.
Yes, I like your thinking.
Yeah.
It's on.
You ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
He cheated. He always cheats.
I do scissors twice
Everybody
every
knows scissors
I do
is coming.
scissors twice every time.
Well, thank you. Now I know that.
You would have beat me. I would have done paper.
Around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere.
5 slaps to the
like
face,
the slap with the
This
dude.
is so good.
Damn it! He's gonna smack the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So good.
Yo,
It's gonna be so fun.
I can't wait for that.
You want Rocky and he threw that paper on, dog?
Man,
Bro.
You can't throw the rock out, dog, on your second try.
I do scissors twice
Everybody
every
knows scissors
I do
is
scissors
coming.
twice every time.
Well, thank
Twice.
you. Now I know that.
Well,
You would have beat me
Awesome.
if I would have done paper. All right, let's do it. So let's get into the ding.
I'm going to suck at this.
Play
Just
a
it's
little.
gonna
saying.
be great.
But it's fine.
what?
Are you about to do something?
All right, you guys
Getting
ready?
Weird.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
One hand, Randy. I know it, but I can't think of it.
Do you have any idea, Randy?
Not yet.
I know it, but I can't. Okay, brain work.
Don't you know I'm no good for you?
Oh, I didn't do that.
I've learned
Nobody knows.
to lose you.
Do you know the artist at all?
No.
For two.
No.
Do we get clues? Can we do clues?
Can't believe it.
My soul
Multiple choices?
stop
Starts with a B.
B?
but now
Don't look at him. Juan. Juan.
Can't tell you.
I don't know.
quiet when I'm coming home.
I think you might know it here soon.
The chorus will take you there.
I could lie, say I like it like that.
Oh, come on. I know it.
Go out.
You know this.
I could lie, say I like
I do, but I can't think
A
of
B?
it like
Yeah. B-E. B. First initial B, second initial E.
Beyonce?
That motherfucker said Beyonce.
No.
Nope.
Definitely not Beyonce.
Nope.
Beyonce, no.
So, oh.
It's a B. Billie Eilish.
Oh.
Dude, I don't.
Or Eilish. Is it Eilish or Eilish?
Eilish.
Eileen.
Eilish.
So okay. rather than taking Randy to negative one, I'm just gonna give Staci 8 points.
Stancy.
Okay.
What did you call me earlier?
I don't remember.
Stancy.
No, I want to catch hot dogs to the face.
No, it's okay. We got 9 points. We're only halfway there. We just started. We're in the first quarter,
We
dog.
should be over now. I'm so bad.
Johnny Lucas.
Oh shit!
No.
Hit play again.
No, that's not fair.
You got it. This is for you now. Come on.
My brain sucks, Juan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that hate me the most look just like me.
What?
You tell
No, I
me
don't
what
know.
that means.
Oh.
Slick comment.
No.
Can't go again?
No.
Well, let's give him a redemption shot.
What?
You get 1 redemption shot in the
Bullshit.
whole round.
That was not a part of it.
in the whole round.
In the whole round.
1 redemption
round.
shot. Do you want to use it now? This
Yes,
is your
I do.
lifeline.
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Jack Harlow.
Yes.
What's the song?
We should have done trivia.
Tyler Herro.
I don't know.
Hello.
I don't know.
Hello.
I only use my one redemption.
Just come here.
So it's 1-1.
All right.
You get
so,
a redemption?
I have.
You get a
problems.
redemption?
My brain doesn't work.
So wait,
correctly.
you were going to lose a point, but you didn't lose a point. That's your redemption.
Okay, so
it's still 1 to
1-1.
nothing.
That's fine.
Next
Very
one. Here we
two.
go. Song number 3.
I'm good with music, but I don't know.
Who is it?
It's fine. I'm just gonna be cacking hot dogs.
I've been drinking. I've been drinking. I can feel.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
And if I still get the point, but if I guess the song I get.
You get another point.
Does he lose a point if it's wrong?
No.
Oh my god, it's called Drunk on Love.
I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Drunk in Love.
Drunk in Love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drunken in
man.
Love. Drunken
Yeah.
in Love.
He's coming back. He's coming
that
back.
song was so hot when it
Randy
came
hit
out.
that. Yeah, it was, dude. Oh my God. Are you kidding me, dude? It's still hot. Are you
It is
kidding
hot.
me?
Yeah, it is.
What are you talking about?
Man,
Yeah,
I'll
that's a banger.
put it
boy.
down on that shit. Oh my god, what? Hey. Hey.
What?
Hey. Drunken in Love, baby. Making them
Where's my
mistakes.
country song at?
I'm singing. On the mic to my boy tossed and I feel the tub up halfway, then right.
Play with me.
Yeah.
Where's my country song?
God, what a good song. All right, I'm gonna twist it up a little bit.
I don't know why I'm getting my hand ready. It's not like I know
Well,
songs.
this isn't country, but you guys both have to know this song. It's just
Go ahead, Randy.
Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise.
damn. He got it. He got it by a fraction of it. Did you know that?
I wouldn't have said it correctly, so it's fine.
It's okay. I feel like giving you a point because you knew it.
That's fine. You
That's
give
the
me a
kind of
point.
shit he fucking does.
Yeah.
Okay,
Randy's
but,
up 4 to
but
2.
My it's fine.
Cool.
It's
Fair.
fine.
That's fair.
I'm good with.
That's fair.
I'm good.
That's fair.
Call the participant.
Wait, he's up to 4.
He's got 4. This
What
should
do
be
I
good.
have?
This should be good right here. You got 2. This should be a good one.
Man, it's got that rave vibe, though.
Rave.
Have you been to a rave?
Did I get too close?
Yeah, tons.
You guys don't know these songs.
No, give me a country song.
What's really on the
That's not fair.
inside?
You don't know the artist?
I'm gonna say.
No, I do.
I don't want to lose a point and guess
Just
and give
do
it to
it.
her. No, bro.
Come on, be a gentleman.
No, I'm already ahead. I don't have to do that.
Wait, hang on. Come on, I know it.
I don't know. I wouldn't never listen to this. I mean, it's okay.
Okay, can I just guess the song
I just
name?
something I
'Cause
wouldn't
I'm
have
gonna
on
think
it.
that I know the song name.
Yes.
You can take your shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guess it.
You get a
You said it.
redemption.
What do you got?
I want to say unconditional.
Ding, 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 ding.
You got a point.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta stay in line and you'll find out the information. You just gotta listen long enough and you'll find it.
Who's the artist, girl? Get that bonus, dog.
Do you know it, Randy?
I'm guessing, but I'm not going to take the guess on a point and then give it. No.
You guys ready to move on to the next one and
No,
get the
I'm
answer
thinking. I'm thinking.
I'm ready to move on.
All right, it's Katy Perry.
Yes, I knew it was fucking.
Did
Katy
you
Perry.
really know?
God damn it! No, I didn't know. I would have said it, but I was guessing it was Katy Perry.
Just take a chance and guess, Randy.
All right, here we go.
Damn, I'm getting
You
really
will absolutely
I'm
know
getting
it.
into
Get
this.
ready. Get ready because you'll both know this. Get your hands ready.
Stop it!
No, give it to me.
I hit.
Go ahead.
Notorious
Hate you.
Big Papa. Man, come on.
Of course.
What's the song called?
Huh?
Oh, you said Big Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it when you call me Big Papa.
So I said, come on, of course.
I'm fucking classic.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's fucking classic. I got some more good ones.
Country.
I literally have 0 country on my
Yeah,
song.
dude.
It's rigged. It's rigged.
Josh approves of that. All right, here's another one that you have to know. You have to know this one.
Are you judging us?
Jay-Z, Pimp C, and Bun B in it, and his song is called Big Pimpin'.
Damn.
Spending G's.
All 3 artists on the song, they were on a fucking yacht. Amazing video.
Yeah, you just killed it. I should give you 5 points to take the win for that. Let me
Wow.
see if I have any country song. Let me look up top country.
Randy, I will never speak to you again.
Yeah, you will.
Our friendship just ended.
We got family vacation, binge watch, bro.
Ready? You ready?
Here we go. Get ready.
Watch the one country song I don't know. I just listened to it this morning. I know it.
You know who it is?
I hate my brain.
Wait for his voice.
Hey, farm boy, keep dropping that plow.
If you don't know that voice, then you don't know country.
Them cows from the rooster crow till
My brain doesn't work right,
He's as
Juan.
big as they fucking get, and he's on TV.
But I don't want to guess it and be wrong.
Keep clocking in.
That's do or die at this point.
First
He
initial.
is the biggest.
Yeah.
He is the biggest.
What's his first
He is
initial?
country music.
Luke Bryant.
Come on.
You got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you know the song name? No.
No.
Okay. Do you want another country song?
Yeah. No, how about some like 90s?
Oh, you know
90s what?
Dude, do you know I'm 43, bro? I mean, you
Ultimate
really
90s playlist.
90s playlist?
You really want to fuck around with the 90s?
I mean, don't throw some 90s R&B and me in the mix because I will
Oh,
fucking...
dude, you
Okay.
do fucking tear it
I got
up.
some shit.
Shit.
I got some shit, man.
First to 10, huh? Where am I at? TLC, no scrubs.
Man, double
Damn,
down.
I shouldn't have said that.
Damn,
Double
Randy
down.
just won, dude. Randy just took it home with that.
No wieners to my face, dude. I'll be there to root her on, though, man. That's the supporter friend I am. I'm always
Damn
there.
you, Randy!
I'm there for your support, man. I got
don't want
you.
your support.
I got you. Just catch him. You just gotta catch him. Don't
Just
yeah.
catch him. That's going to be amazing.
I got some ketchup and white gloves to go with him, dude. You cool? You cool?
Do you have what are the pods called?
Oh, fucking high pro.
High pro pods.
High pro.
High pro
Yeah,
pods.
high pro,
High
bro.
pro pods.
Bring the
Yeah.
high pro pods.
Yeah, man.
800.
Yeah, you're gonna be clean.
With the white
Make
gloves.
sure you clean.
9273. Get yourself some of these.com. Get yourself a pod.com.
Yeah, get him.
I just lost.
He said, yeah, get them.
Yeah, get him. No, this has been so fun.
This was
It's
fun.
been awesome.
You guys,
Yeah.
seriously, thank
This
you.
is fire.
That was a lot of fun.
This is a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have more fun
I'm honored
tomorrow.
to be here.
We're gonna
Y'all are gonna have more fun tomorrow. You
Yeah, where are we
two.
doing this at?
Oh yeah. I forgot to get the
I
slap
I gotta
bar.
work at fucking 4, so I need to know where I need to
We're
be.
gonna meet here
Uh-huh.
at how's 6 o'clock for everybody?
6 o'clock on the dot.
That works.
Do it.
Is that good for everybody?
But
Yeah.
Before the
can
meeting?
I hit Juan in the face too?
Oh yeah, perfect. We got a meeting tomorrow night, so we'll do 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock?
6 o'clock here.
Six
Kick out the
o'clock.
meeting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
We're
boy.
gonna toss some wieners.
I need to get them this meeting. I missed it.
Yeah.
Going to Maryland.
Come on,
so
baby.
I'm ready to get
Come
back.
back.
I'm ready to get
Guys,
back.
thank you so much.
Thank you for
Seriously, thank you
having
for
us.
coming.
No, for real, fam.
It was an honor.
It was
getting
great.
to know you guys a little bit,
Absolutely.
talking, sharing your
Yeah.
story. I can't wait
Thank
to get
you.
it out there for people to hear it. No doubt that someone will hear something and ask for help.
Yeah.
Or just hear it and be very, very proud of you guys.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Thank you
Hell
for
yeah.
having
Hey,
us.
Dude,
It was great.
thank you.
Thank you.
Man,
It was fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
thank you, bro.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love
You
you. Dude. You guys, thank you for watching. It's been an awesome episode. Looking forward to episode 5. Next 2 weeks from now, we got episode 5.
Yeah.
Give us a call if you've got any questions. You're struggling, anybody's struggling.
Yeah, please.
I don't care if it's with us or if it's with somebody else. That's what we do. We did it before we even offered treatment services, was try to find people help wherever they're at. We know a lot of resources, have a lot of good connections. Give us a call, 844-561-LIFE. Please share this YouTube video, like and subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And more than anything, like I said, please subscribe to our channel and call us if you need anything. theteamrecovery.org, 844-561-LIFE. Have a good night, guys. Thank you.
All right. Peace. Love y'all.
Love y'all.